Yo, what's up guys, I'm Immortal Jetman and in this video we'll go over all the agents and rate them. S tier agents are the best right now and D tier agents are the worst you can play. We'll talk about how flexible they are they good on every map and a lot more things. This is my opinion, so don't get mad if you are not thinking the same things for every agent. So now make sure to watch the whole video and enjoy. Astra A tier. Astra has received a bit of a rework for her abilities in the patches 7.05 and 7.04. Her gravity well has seen a bit of a nerf, but her stun ability Nova Pulse is quicker to activate. With this rework we can see her more played in competitive. Overall, right now she is a good controller. Breach B tier. This agent is pretty good for duo queuing and playing in competitive overall. He can combine with almost every duelist that there is in the game. I don't see him much when I'm playing competitive, but he's pretty annoying if he's in the enemy team, and I think it should be played more. Brimstone S tier. Brim smokes deploy the quickest and his orbital strike, his ult, can be a game changer if used properly. Overall, this is one of the best controllers you can play right now. His abilities are pretty useful on every map. Chamber B tier. As you know, in the last year he received a lot of nerfs, but I think he is still pretty good if you know how to play him. And as a Jet main, I think Chamber is better with Op than Jet, so if you love to abuse the Operator or the Marshal, I think Chamber is pretty good pick for you. Cypher A tier. A lot of players think that Cypher will be one of the most picked Sentinels this patch. His abilities are really good for defending fast pushes, and also your spy cam can play a big role if the enemy team is rotating. Overall, he is pretty strong on most of the maps. Deadlock D tier. If you compare Deadlock to Killjoy, you will understand the reason that almost no one is playing her. She is also the only Sentinel that is useless against workers, and her abilities are not as strong as you think. Maybe only her ult is good, but other than that she is pretty useless. This is probably the reason she got the lowest pick rate in Champions 2023. Gecko B tier. I think he'll get a higher percent of pick rate because Sky was nerfed, but Gecko also got nerfed a little bit. His mosh speed does more damage, but the wingman health have been reduced. I still prefer some initiators over Gecko, but overall if you master him to some point you can play very good. Harbor C tier. Priest is back to the map rotation and Harbor is pretty good on this map, but I don't believe people will start playing him more, and there are agents that are far more useful than him. Fate B tier. She also got nerfed when you're using her power, it takes more time to equip your gun. She's pretty good on Breeze, she can clear sites pretty easily, but I think Sova is just better on most of the maps, and I don't think she'll be played that much this patch, but we'll see. Jet A tier. We saw a big nerf on Jet this patch. Her dash window is less time, she only has one updraft, her smokes last only 2.5 seconds, and her ult needs 8 points now, but as you can see my win rate with her, it's still pretty high. The only problem I see with Jet is that you need to depend a lot on your team. It's pretty hard to enter if you're the only duelist in the team. Overall, Jet is much harder to play and it's not that flexible like before. If you played Jet before and right now you have hard time playing with her, I would recommend Race because she is just more usable in a lot of situations. KO A tier. He can be played on Breeze, which is one of his best maps. His kit is pretty good, you can play passive and aggressive, you can flash, gain information, but overall I think Sky is the better initiator. Killjoy S tier. This is the Sentinel that had the highest pick rate in Champions 2023 and she received only a small nerf, and it's that her ultimate cost is now 9 instead of 8. Her utility is just amazing in most maps and in every comp that she is. Her kit is amazing for stopping attacks, also defend if anyone is lurking. Neon C tier. She is not even that bad of a duelist, but Neon had to play on specific maps with specific comp, and that's make it difficult. You need to play on long maps like Fracture, Icebox and Breeze, but on patch 7.05 Icebox is still not in the game and Fracture was removed for this patch, so you can play her only on Breeze. Omen A tier. He got a little nerf this patch, but it's nothing insane. His kit is pretty unique and if you master him you're going to be insane, but overall I think Brimstone is way more usable in a lot of situations and can be a better pick than Omen. Phoenix B tier. The only reason I'm putting Phoenix in B tier is that there are way better duelists that you can play right now. Ultimately, he is great for competitive, he can take space easily on site, it's just that Race, Jet and maybe even Reyna are better right now. Race S tier. Now moving to the probably best duelist you can play this patch, Race. With Race you can clear a lot of corners, she is amazing for team play and also for low ranks, you can take space easily with her kit and she is the most optimal duelist for your team. I played a couple of games with her this patch and she's just amazing. You can H recite easily, combine your playstyle with Breach or Omen from your team to flash, and overall right now she's just the best duelist you can play. Reyna, B tier. I've seen a lot of people talking about that Reyna is useless and you can't play with her, but this is probably the only agent you can carry the game if your team is bad. She is the best agent you can use when solo queuing, but the problem with her is that you can't play with your team. Reyna is like a solo agent to play and she will work the best in low ranks where you only depend on yourself. Sage, C tier. Right now I think that Sage is pretty useless. She was the best when Icebox was still in the rotation, but right now she is just not usable in a lot of the maps and don't contribute anything to the team, only the healing, but Skye can heal 4 teammates at once and Sage can only heal 1, so yeah, I hope she can be a good agent soon. Skye, A tier. The reason I'm putting Skye in A tier is that she is very flexible. You can gain information for your team, use her amazing flashes, your ult can show you where are the enemies, and on top of everything, you can heal your teammates. She can be played aggressive and passive, and both of these work really good for her. Her dog health got reduced and she can't heal that much, but overall she is still pretty insane. Sova, S tier. His total numbers of scan were reduced from 3 to 2, and this is pretty bad, but again, there is not a better agent with a unique kit like him. He can be used in a lot of situations and he is good on attacking and on defending. It's a pretty amazing agent to learn and play. Viper, A tier. As you already know, Breeze is back to the map rotation and one of the best agents you can play on Breeze is Viper. She is pretty strong and can be used in a lot of situations, so yeah. Yoru, A tier. You're probably wondering why Yoru is in A tier, and I have a pretty good explanation about it. His pick rate is only 2.1% and you might think that this is very bad, but actually this is pretty good, because if you know how to play him, you can catch your enemies off guard, and the reason is that they don't play that much versus Yoru. As you go higher in the ranks, your win rate goes up with every rank, so it's a pretty good agent to try out. Thank you guys for watching, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and see you in my next video.